Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, everyone, whenever you watch this video. The honorable person, our lecturer, Mr. Dr. Kaharuddin S.IP M.Hum, as a lecturer on phonetic and phonology course, and all of you guys. Praise to God, let us always offer presence and worship and praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who gives mercy and grace to us. Blessing and greetings always be to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the brightness. Well, today, Ismail Mubarak, I'm a first year student of English Education Department, Tarbiyah and Teaching Science Faculty at Alauddin State Islamic University of Makassar. Today, I would like to explain about the production of English consonant sounds in place of articulation and the manner of articulation. So let's get started. Place of articulation. Place of articulation. This refers to the specific location in the mouth in which two speech organs work together in producing a consonant. Well, in this case, there are 6 speech organs that used to utter consonant sounds, as the lips, the teeth, the alveolar ridge, the hard palate, and the soft palate or velum, and the 4 parts of tongue, as the lip, the blade, the body, and the root. In terms of place of articulations, consonant sound in American English can be classified into 8 sounds, as bilabial sounds, pa, ba, and ma. Consonant sounds which are produced by putting two lips together. For example, public, best, must. Labiodental sounds, fa and va. Consonant sounds which are produced by contacting the lower lip and upper teeth. For example, fast, vast. Dental sounds, tha, the. These consonant sounds are made when tongue tip for sound tha or tongue blade arches behind the tip for sound the contacts upper teeth, as in the tooth sounds, for example, think, 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 that, that. Alveolar sounds, ta, ta, na, la, sa, and za. The consonant sounds are made when the tongue tip contacts the alveolar ridge, the gums just behind the teeth. For example, time, door, never, late, street, zebra. Next, palatal sounds, ja, ja, sha, and ya. These sounds are produced when the blade of the tongue, middle of the tongue, touch the hard palate. For example, judge, judge, chew, 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 young, young. Palatal alveolar sounds, sha and sa and tra. These sounds are articulated when the blade of the tongue approach or touch the alveolar ridge and the main body of the tongue approach the hard palate in the mouth. Example, as in the word sheep, 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 in which the tip of the tongue is used. And for example, for another example is casual, 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 in which the blade of the tongue is used. And remember, remember, in which the tip of the tongue approach or never touch the area in the mouth between alveolar ridge and hard palate. Remember. Velar sounds. Ka, ga, na. Ka, ga, na. Sing. This consonant sound are produced when the back of the tongue touch the soft palate or the velum. For example, calm, calm, great, sing, sing, sing. Glottal sound. Ha. This consonant sound is produced when the flow of air is stopped by the glottis, which some construction of the glottis closing, and then released, for example, ha, in the word how, and then who. Labiovelar sound. Wa, wa. This consonant sound is produced when the back part of tongue contacts the soft palate and lips also come close to each other. For example, what, what, what. That's all about place of articulation. And the next we move to the manner of articulation. Manner of articulation describes two things. As the first, how the different organs of speech interact one another in producing consonant sounds. The second, how the airflow is obstructed to affect the production of consonant sounds quality. Manner of articulation gives basic distinction of how consonant sounds are made through 7 concepts of manner of articulation, as stop or pelvis. In this manner of articulation, consonant sounds are produced by closing the speech organs, both oral and nasal cavity, that the air stream is blocked. Its result, air pressure in the oral cavity. When the air pressure is suddenly released, the expression will then occur. For example, in the word pan, tie, key, buy, die, go. Fricative. This type of manner of articulation produces consonant sound by blocking the airstream in the mouth, but not making complete closure. A complete closure belongs to a stop that the air moves through the mouth and produces audible function. For example, cycle, zoom, fan, voice, method, than, shape, pleasure, hot. Affricatives. This manner of articulation produces consonant sounds by blocking the airstream bravely with the tongue in the mouth, but in contrast to stop, the blocked airstream is suddenly not released, but is slowly released and causes audible friction. For example, check and jump. Nasals. This manner of articulation produces consonant sound by blocking the airstream pass through the oral cavity using the velum, so palate, and the back of the tongue, so that the air can only pass through the nasal cavity. For example, mend, night, sing. laterals, or liquid. This manner of articulation produces consonant sound by contacting the tip of the tongue into the alveolar ridge so that the air passes through both sides of the tongue. For example, lip, lip. And the last is approximants or glides. This type of manner of articulation deals with the way consonant sounds are uttered by making the articulation interact, for example, the tongue and the alveolar ridge without actually touching. In English, there are three approximants: as yard, as sound ya, wa, and tra. For example, yard, world, and rat. Well, maybe that's all from me. And the next is about the conclusion of this material. From this material, we can conclude that the production of English consonant sound, there are two aspects that we should understand. That is, knowing which part of the mouth are responsible for uttering a particular sound, or as we know, a place of articulation, which is have 8 sounds, as I have explained before, and knowing how the sound is produced. Manner of articulation have 6 sound, as I have explained before too. By the way, this is the table of place of articulation and manner of articulation that can make us more easy to understand about the consonant sound. Well, maybe that's all from me. I'm so sorry for all my mistakes, and thank you very much for watching this video till the end. Hope this video get benefit for you and from me especially. And then thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.